What's going on, guys? It's Steve. So there's something that a lot of people aren't realizing, and I didn't realize until I saw a few comments in my Chris Paul and Melo video about teaming up. The crazy thing is, right now, a lot of the time, players love to return to their former team as a retirement tour, in a sense, like LeBron James. The list can go on, but that's besides the point. Kevin Garnett, etc. Now, Chris Paul isn't to that point of retirement. He still has a few good years left. But with DeMarcus Cousins at the New Orleans Pelicans, with the dumbest trade in NBA history, and Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday, I'm starting to realize, because of a lot of you guys commenting, I'm not going to say I thought of this. You guys thought of it. I read it in the comments. Chris Paul may return to the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, obviously, it was the Hornets back then, but to the Pelicans. Could you imagine a team with Chris Paul, DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, and then their backup point guard, who was a former All-Star player, in Drew Holiday? Could you imagine that team together, how ridiculous it would be? Listen, Chris Paul has a big decision ahead of him. The big decision is, do I stay with the Clippers and team up with my best friend Melo, who will definitely have a chance to win a championship? We might not get it done. Or do I spend my last few good years with two young superstar players who most likely will give me a really good chance of winning an NBA championship? Do I choose brotherhood with the possibility of winning an NBA championship? Or do I choose youth and redemption with my previous team with a higher possibility of winning an NBA championship? And they still have Tyreke Evans, who, by the way, is, I believe, one of 3 or 4 other players to average 20 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game for their rookie season. It's LeBron, MJ, Kareem, and Tyreke Evans. So I thought he was going to be a great player when he did that. I remember we were just all talking about that in junior high school when he did that to end the regular season. We were just all talking about it. I was like, this guy is going to be a really damn good player. He's going to be a really damn good player, but injuries really just messed up his career. He's still a solid role player. Like, he can still make an NBA career out of it. Not a Hall of Fame career, but he can still have like a really good career, make a lot of money, especially with the cap going up like it is. Anyway, so does he choose Melo, DeAndre? Because Blake Griffin's definitely gone, okay? Does he choose Melo and DeAndre? Or does he choose Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, possibly Drew Holiday, and Tyreke Evans? I say possibly Drew Holiday and Tyreke Evans because you never know if they're going to get rid of them or not if they get Chris Paul. So, logically, I would say go to the Pelicans. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say go to the Pelicans. The reason why I say go to the Pelicans, Chris Paul, is because that's your best bet of winning an NBA championship. And it'll make the NBA a lot more entertaining. Because we have never seen a front court like this in NBA history. Where you have 2 big men who average over 30 points per game on the same team. In their prime. They're the same age. They're in their prime. They have 10 plus years left in their prime. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay? I don't understand how the Pelicans were able to finesse the Sacramento Kings the way they did. But I mean, let's be real, it's the Sacramento Kings, the same team that gave up Isaiah Thomas. They gave up DeMarcus Cousins, like people like to say, for a bag of cookies. It's the same team. You know, so if anyone gets drafted to the Kings, I feel bad for you. Anyway, so DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, and Chris Paul, that would be a really, really lethal team. They could possibly be, I mean, they have 3 superstar players compared to Golden State's 2. So if they can get Chris Paul and build around Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus, if they can keep Tyreke Evans and Drew Holiday on top of that and keep their role players now, this team, I guarantee you, will defeat the Golden State Warriors. This team will probably force 7 games against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, Anthony Davis and DeMarcus, that's 60 points right there. And then you have Chris Paul giving you 18 to 20. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. You know, I've never seen something so lethal in NBA history. And it hasn't even started yet. Like, people don't even realize it hasn't even started yet. That team is the team of the future. It's scary, man. It's really scary. So, regardless if they get Chris Paul or not, in the near future, this team is going to be competing for championships and possibly winning them. So, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis, you guys got Spinny Man Steve. Now, the only question is, can Anthony Davis stay healthy? And can DeMarcus Cousins grow the fuck up? Anyways, Spinny Man Steve, I'm out. Peace.